I am live. Let's go play some ukulele. I'm just realizing I have no ukulele anywhere in the neighborhood, so I'm going to have to put somebody in charge, and I'll be right back. Let's find out who the first person is. They'll be in charge. Let me go post the link on our website. Website is jollyrogerukulele.com. It is where you learn how to play ukulele the correct way and the instrumental way, and it's mostly free. Let me click here, here. Oops, I'm gonna fix that. There, and there. Update, and then we'll update, and that should get some folks coming in here. Lynn is here. Lynn's already here. Lynn goes straight in through YouTube. She doesn't need no stinking Jolly Roger ukulele. And all right, so it looks like I'm up and running. Let me make sure everything's here. Got a busy day today. We got to play all of our new. All of our level 1 material and level 2. We got to get through everything today. I got to stay focused. All right, let's open up the right place. All right. Yeah, Henry made a scene yesterday. He was, for some reason, he never comes around. He's not a big fan of the instruments, and but yesterday I was sitting here doing some work, and so he was getting kind of comfy. And then about the time the class started, he jumps up on this. I have this bookshelf that I have my laptop sitting on, and I have my water up there, and he knocked that over and made a big mess. And you're like, yeah, it's probably good he doesn't come around that much. Hey Vic, hey Donna, hey Bridget, ready to kick some Fanny. I'm going to need a ukulele in order to successfully accomplish today's activities, and it's in the other room. So you guys are in charge. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. You always, you end up, you take stuff into the other room to work on stuff, and all of a sudden you don't have it. So let's see. Who wandered in after I left off. Let's see. Christine is in. She made it. That's exciting. And Evelyn's here. Hola, 67 degrees. 67 and partly cloudy in Cuenca. Today we are cold here in Colorado. I think it's about 45 out there and cloudy. So, all right. And when you come in, guys, tell me where you are and give me the weather report. That's part of our requirements as the world domination of ukulele continues. We gotta know who you are. No, we don't know who you are. We just need to know where you are and how the weather is. I think that's a fun thing, right? All right. Where is my music? Here it is. We have a lot to get through today, and so we're going to start here in a minute. We will start with your Make It Better bar worksheet. So let's get that fired up first. The reason we do the Make It Better bar worksheet every Friday is theoretically you're doing it every day to build up the muscle here that runs your thumb. Overcast 66 in New Jersey. Okay. All right. About seasonal then, I would assume. Sunny. Oh, it's sunny in Eugene. Yeah, we don't want it to be sunny. It's supposed to be rainy in Eugene. All right, good. Sounds like most everybody's got pretty good weather. There's some kind of terrible weather rolling through the Midwest, and so we want to keep an eye on that. They made me download a new operating system for my thingamabopper here. And so I am hoping this is its maiden voyage with the new operating system, and we will see if it actually works. They made me download a new version of Catalina for my Macintosh today too, so got all new operating systems, and usually that means that nothing works after that for a week or two. All right, so Make a Better bar Hopefully you're doing this on a regular basis at your house. Just running through this as part of your warm up to make your hands stronger, your thumbs stronger, um, and just make your the future in ukulele better. You are going to be playing bar chords if you intend to play instrumental ukulele, and frankly, you're going to be playing some bar chords even if you only like to sing. So the sooner we get these muscles built strong, the easier though and better sounding those bar chords are going to be. So let's run through it. Remember, on your right hand, it's P-I-M-A. Thumb, index, middle, ring. And then when we come back, once we hit 12, we play 12 again and we play ring, middle, index, thumb, ring, middle, index, thumb. So we're teaching our hands two things. One, to make great bars along here, and two, to teach these fingers a little independence. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 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 oh. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. 5, 7, and then turn around, ring, middle, index, thumb. Twang. That's my favorite part of doing that on the high G ukulele. I think it's so funny. All right, we're gonna do the easier stuff first, and then we'll work our way into the book 2 stuff. Christine says Virginia Beach, Virginia, 69, partly cloudy. All right. Oh, Christine, did I know you were in Virginia? I don't think I knew that. That's exciting. We were making fun of West Virginia in one of the broadcasts yesterday. Which one was it? Maybe it was the middle. Next level ukulele. I think we were making because we were doing John Denver's "Take Me Home, Country Roads," and so we were cracking on West Virginia, but apparently Virginia's better. I don't know. All right, let's not debate the benefits of Virginia versus West Virginia. Let's play your key of C arpeggio, guys. One of the things that I think is important on key of C arpeggio is that one, you know that this is incredibly difficult, and that this is definitely the type of piece where you want to give yourself a lot of latitude to screw it up, and that you want to work on this, because this piece alone, there are no bar chords in this one, but this one alone will do everything you're going to need to know almost to get your right hand operating correctly. That's got almost everything in this one piece of music that will really get your mind out of this idea that we hold a chord and we strum. That this is taking strumming out of the picture for the most part and really turning it into playing ukulele as a true, legitimate, real world activity that you would do in any other musical instrument. And so if it's hard, it should be. And two, let's give yourself plenty of props for even giving it a try. Okay, so from the top, I'm going to go as slow as I feel like I can, and then obviously, if you mess up, you just move on. Don't worry about making mistakes. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and measure 2. Measure 3, 4. Back to your C chord, G chord, F chord, G chord, F chord, G7, C chord. F chord. G7. C chord. A minor. G7. I'm going to go back to the top of the page, measure 1. G chord. Measure 3 is going to be an F chord. And then you're going to go to a G chord. C chord. G chord. F chord. G chord. C chord. G7. C chord. A minor. Page 2. Two, three, four. Two, three, four. Isn't that beautiful? It's a lovely piece, pretty challenging, but it is. Once you've got that mastered, you have music on the ukulele well underway. This is not the hardest key by a long shot of the keys that you'll be playing, but it's probably the most important on ukulele in terms of C major is a key that not all of our music, but probably half of the music that we play will be in the key of C. And there are 29 other keys. So yeah, so it's a nice way to wrap up the key of C, studying that C minor, C chord, F chord, G chord, and A minor. Those are in your key of C. Then when we go to the next song, Amazing Grace, let's go grab that out. Amazing Grace starts our study of the key of G, and Amazing Grace has the 3 exact chords that you would expect to see in the key of G. It's going to have a G chord, it's going to have a C chord, it's going to have some D or D7s, and they show up just quite dutifully here. I want to play it 3 different ways. First, I want to strum and sing it, and then I want to play the melody, and then I want to play the tough uke. Okay, so focus in on getting as many different choices out. Really pretty. Practice C arpeggio. Yeah, practice that one, right? Yep. Keep practicing. And all of the songs in my arpeggio book were meant not to be easy. I was teaching myself to play high-level ukulele. There was no books out there at that point. The only books that I had were all written in the teens and 20s, the early days of ukulele. And the books that have been created since then are all not so good. And so I wanted to write myself a book where I could actually learn to play all of the chords and all the keys and all of the shapes up and down the neck, and that's what I did. And I wanted them to make them pretty and make them sound like songs. And so, while that one's definitely an exercise, it sounds like a song, and so it's definitely worth your time to play that. Now, as for Amazing Grace, we're going to grab a G chord, we're going to play a C chord, and we're going to play some D7s, and that's what we're going to play. And you have to endure my singing. Here we go. 1, 2. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. 3, 1, 2. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 2, 3. Okay. Put an extra strum in at the end for show business. Let's now go through and let's play the melody. Okay, remember you've got some 2s, some 3s, and some 5s, and that's it. So you might as well just go ahead and start in the second position. Now your 2s are your index finger, your 3s are your middle finger, your 5s are your pinky finger. From the top, nice and slow. 1, 2. Go. Isn't that pretty? Nice little melody, just very peaceful. You're done with that, and you're like, "Yep, I wish the world really worked like that." Um, oh, Christine is reporting that Virginia is better than West Virginia. I'm like, "Wow, what is she talking about? Much better." Now I realize what she's saying. Yeah, not that there's any bias there. I mean, it's just the facts, right? Um, all right. So you've learned to play chords and you've learned to play melody. If you have a friend who plays ukulele, you take this over. You play the melody, they play the chords. Everybody has a great time. Crack open a bottle of wine, eat a ham sandwich. Uh, uh, yeah, sit on your porch 6 feet away from one another, and you'll have. And I promise it's fun. I promise, harder than it looks, right? But you guys are pretty good at playing with other people because you're playing with me, and so you're getting in that duet every single day when you show up, and that actually turns out to be incredibly valuable down the road. All right, let's play the tough uke, nice and slow. Remember, thumb down until you hit the string. Until you hit the string, you're not going to play, and then it rests on that string, right? So that's called the rest stroke. And then remember, when we get to measure 7, you have that big old bar chord with your pinky up on 5, and that's got to last 5 full beats. So just hit it clean and let it ring all the way out, and then you'll know when to start. Okay. Last hard part of this one at measure 9, you have your G chord. Got to get your pinky up on 5. Okay, so that's the hard part of the song. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 2 strum, 2, 3 strum. Oh, strum, oh, 2, 2 strum, 2, 3 strum. Oh my God. 2, 3, 1, 2, 2. That's it. Okay. Hopefully that's going well for you. If it's not, obviously slow it down. Take a little bit more time and really study the hand motions in your left hand. The right hand is pretty straightforward. Just number of strings you need to hit, and then rest stroke. And then the rest of that, obviously, you want to just be slow, patient, peaceful, and you'll find out that, yeah, that's a nice tune. Okay. Next up on our weekly tour of the hits, let's grab Happy Birthday. And again, you promised me you'd memorize the chords, right? You promised me. So let's see how we're doing on that. Happy birthday. All right. Got your G chord. Got your D7. Got your D chord. G chord. D7. C chord. G chord. D7. G. Okay. Let's play through it twice. First time through, give me a nice strum. Thumb is strumming where the neck and the body come together, right? And then the second time through, give me a pluck. Okay, so let's do it 2 times through. 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe Schmo. Happy birthday to you. Now change it to a pluck. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe Schmo. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so try to memorize those chords. Seriously, that will come up as something that you could do that's silly on somebody's Facebook page at some point. Oh, it's your birthday? Here, let me post a little video of me playing Happy Birthday to you. And don't do too good because you want it to be painfully hilarious. And this is your opportunity. Okay, let's play the melody. Remember, when we're playing ukulele, generally speaking, whatever the first chord is, we grab it. And that'll get you most of your notes right off the bat. From the top, 1, 2. 2, 2, oh, 2, 3, 2. 2, 2, oh, 2, oh, 3. 2, 2, 5, 2, 3, 2, oh. 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, 3. Very nice. Again, as I've talked about a million times, melody is an important one. Getting your rhythm right, of course, is essential, but getting your melody in where you can just do one note at a time, make them clean, pretty, reliable. You can just read this sheet music in your sleep. That gets to be pretty important. Okay. Finally, tough uke. This is one we all want to play. Sometimes this is harder than we wish it was. From the top, grab your G chord to get started, and then you're going to need to be ready to lose your ring finger on this one. Hey, Linda, welcome in. Okay, we're finishing up Happy Birthday right now. 1, 2. 2, 2, strum. 2, 3, strum. 2, 2, strum. 2, oh, strum. 2, 2, strum. 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 3, 3, strum. 3, strum. Strum. Isn't that pretty? Super fun to play. Love that piece. All right. And there again, around home, if you're not a singer, you got to do the instrumental version. Play that incredibly slow now in front of your phone. And then anytime somebody has a birthday, you just can repost it. Okay. Just play it instrumentally. All right. Finally, La Cucaracha from yesterday. Remember, we were working on staccato play with this one, so we want to make it as cockroach-like as possible. Who's texting me? I hope that there's no more sad news on here. I've been having a terrible, rough week with stuff. Jerry says, never mind, I found it. All right, good. All right, so, Wakuga Raja. What was I doing? I thought I was doing. Oh, I was looking for my coffee. That's what I'm looking for. I've had meetings every morning this week for not fun stuff, and I have not been able to ingest the correct amount of caffeine to keep me from feeling like life is worth living. And so I'm trying like desperately to just let my body be like, okay, so we're having less caffeine now. Is that the deal? So, uh, yeah. So Lynn's thought over on chat is, hey, I like the tough uke the most. And guys, that's what I work on. That's what I care about. Is I really want the tough uke to sound beautiful, but be patient with yourself about that onboarding and up ramping type thing. You got to know your chords. You got to know how to play from melody, and then we got to put those two things together. But tough uke is tough on purpose. Like that, I chose that name specifically because it's very hard to do, and so pay just be patient with yourself. It's not something that comes right away. Had plenty of students who take my intro class here in Denver. They'll take it 2 or 3 times because it's just overwhelming when you first meet it. Once you get it, then you're like, oh, I see what he's up to, and then you'll be fine the rest of your life. Then all you have to do is keep showing up, and you get sheet music, right? Um, um, but it is definitely how I think grown-ups want to play. I think it sounds the prettiest. It brings all of the elements together. And if I was a guitarist, I'd want to play this way. And if I was a pianist, I'd want to play this way. And if I was any instrument that can do chords and melody at the same time, this is how you want to play. You want to play them both. And not all instruments do that. Most instruments don't do that. And so, if you're a trumpeter, you play melody. That's it. That's what you do. There is no chords that you can create on a trumpet or any of the brass section, any of the reed sections, any of the woodwinds. Are those the same thing? They're not really the same thing. And on a violin, you can kind of create chord and melody at the same time a little bit. You can hit 2 strings at once, but that's called fiddle. And so it's definitely something that people want to be able to do, but you got to be patient with yourself. It is harder. It is absolutely named Tough Uke on purpose. Taking me ages to get it together on Happy Birthday. Yeah, right. But it sounds nice, right? Melody is my favorite because it's the easiest. Tough Uke definitely sounds the best. Yeah, and I love it that Linda, who's been with me. I don't remember when we met Linda a while back. Linda has been gallivanting all around the country. I can't keep up with her, but when you first come to class, melody seems kind of hard, right? When I teach you. That seems hard, and it takes a little while before that starts to sink in, and then pretty soon that's really everything sounds fine, right? And so the nice part about playing melody is it just, even when I'm an old man and I'm sitting in the wheelchair at the home, I want somebody to put a ukulele in my hand, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to play melody. That's it. It sounds so pretty on ukulele, and it's absolutely worth it. But if I am able to, my arthritis is going to let me make a G chord. I'm going to give you a G chord, right? All right. Now, I'm not that far away from being there, by the way. Remember with La Cucaracha, try to get your staccato playing in. As soon as you hit it, go back, and you're going to want to do this thing entirely with your claw. Okay? Oh, well, we have to play the other ways first. Let's strum just one time through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once there was a little cockroach. She was born without a Lego. All she wanted was to dance, oh. Danced a jig while music played. To the top. But that little bitty cockroach, she was chased out every door, but the music always charmed her, and she danced again today. The little cockroach, the little cockroach, all she wanted was to dance. She didn't mind that her leg was missing when she heard the music play. The little cockroach, the little cockroach, danced a jig while music played. Her joyful heart leapt, a teary eye wept. Then they chased her out the door. Right? All right. So, we fall in love with the little cockroach in this song, right? And so I like to do the whole thing just plucking. I started trying this way, and I thought, no, this is how it has to be. You got to do this to make the cockroach feeling feel jumpy. Okay. Next melody only, straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. To the top. All right. So I didn't play it well, but boy, I had fun doing it, right? And that's how you want to play that. Bridget says, this song sort of grows on you. When you meet it, you're like, what are we doing this for? That's stupid. No, it grows on you. You're going to end up loving this song. I promise. I promise. Plus, it's a cockroach. It lives in your house anyway. If you live in Florida, you have more cockroaches than you have in Colorado. So you should be fun. You need a theme song for them. I guess cockroaches are probably less funny when you have them. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I think it down in these lower lying areas near the ocean, I think it's sort of normal to have bugs in your house. Up here in Denver, we don't have as many bugs, so I'm very pro bug being somewhere else. All right, La Cucaracha, tough version if you can. If you can't, play the melody. Who cares, right? It's Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. That's it. All right. If I'm having trouble keeping up, should I stay with only melody on all of our songs? Um, you should be having trouble keeping up. Okay, that's normal. What I suggest generally when we're sitting here together playing, play with whatever's going to make you happy on a Friday, right? So on a Friday, you're like, oh, he's playing kind of fast today. I think I'll just play some melody, right? And do that. Or if you start off on tough and you're like, oh gosh, it's going a little too fast for me, then jump up to melody, right? Start on tough and jump up. When you see some easier parts coming along on the tough, you drop down. But yeah, when you're in the beginning, you should be having a little bit of tough time keeping up. I have an 18-year head start on you on this instrument, and probably a 30-year head start on you in music in general. So I should hopefully be playing smooth. I'm trying not to play too fast. Like that piece could even be faster than we just played it. But when you're on Friday, especially, you're like, well, there's no way I'm keeping up on Tough Uke today. Yeah, I'll play melody, or I'll just grab chords or whatever you want to work on. You do not, just because I'm playing Tough Uke doesn't mean you have to play Tough Uke. That could be very sad sometimes, right? And so I like to play Tough Uke because I like for you guys to know, those of you new, then which is this class here, hey, there's lots of different ways to play. I want you to play in whatever way during the week. I want us to study all of those possible ways of playing. But on Friday, you play at whatever level you feel like you're doing well at. And then that way you know, hey, man, I'm having a hard time keeping up on La Cucaracha, playing Tough Uke. I want to spend a little bit more time on that. And I may not be ready to play at Gary's speed, but I'm ready to play it at a slower speed. Bum, 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 plunk, plunk, bum, plunk, bum, bum, bum. Okay. And I do play too fast occasionally. I try not to, but it does happen. And so this piece has a tendency to carry me away with speed. Yeah, so I think, Nancy, the answer is, yeah, if it's not going well, switch to one of the other styles of play on Friday, and then know that over the weekend or in your personal practice time to spend a little bit of time just playing through things at your speed. Slow them down, work your way through. What will happen is over time, what happens is I'm busy trying to usher you into Monday night play. And in Monday night, the entire purpose of Monday nights is to get you fast and get you bulletproof and get you super comfortable with, messed that up, moving on, right? And so on Monday nights, we do work on that skill specifically as, hey, toughening up, hammering at you a little bit. And we're having our final concert Monday night for the love songs, and excuse me. And I just used my hand to sneeze. You're not supposed to do that anymore. Nobody else is here except my wife. I haven't been out of the house. The final version of their stuff is coming up Monday night, and some of them will have a hard time keeping up. And so, yeah, it's going to be part of your growth curve, is to be like, sometimes I can keep up playing this way, but I can't keep up playing that way. So you start to work on a hybrid of that until you can keep up. Yeah, hard. It's a hard way. Maybe next year. Nah, not next year. A few months down the road. Still struggle with Tough Uke, but I'm doing a little better than the first time, and I took the class. Yeah, Donna. Same with me, Brandon. Slow improvement. You're not comparing yourself against me, right? You're comparing yourself against you 2 months ago. That's who you compare yourself against. And if you're showing up and you're working on it a little bit, and that you can't help but be better, right? If you keep showing up, what happens is sometimes people are like, oh, I can't keep up with Gary. I'm going to work on it myself. Well, that's the end of it. That's all. I guarantee you, it's always the end of it. Showing up, doing what you can, finding your place, knowing that you guys are new. You might be brand new to music, let alone ukulele, and then you've got a double whammy, right? I'm giving you sheet music and I'm giving you an instrument. Well, you spent the first time through, we just spend a lot of time working on the sheet music. The second time through, you're way less worried about the sheet music, but you're still maybe working on getting your hands to physically do what they need to do. And I'm not unsympathetic. I teach guitar, and there are some of these players I play with that are much better players than I am. But I play at my level, right? I'm better now than I was 6 months ago. And Yeah, and if I compared myself to the best players, I would be sad, right? So yeah, growth is not. Here's what I know: you could go to some of the other ukulele teachers, and they teach you this, 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 and this, and that's all they'll teach you. And then you just sing lots of songs, and it's super pleasant. There's no pain involved. G7 makes you a little sad, right? um, and that's what you learn. In order to learn the good stuff, though, in order to learn this next level stuff, in order to make this instrument to command it, yeah, probably a little bit of pain in there. That's why on the website it says, I'm teaching you the 17th century way to play, the hard ways. I don't want to teach you the easy ways because those aren't good enough. Learning the hard way is going to be turn you into a real musician who could take a piece of music like this and be like, all right, pretty tough going. I'm going to use my skill set to attack it and find a way to make it play well. So yeah, please don't be judgmental of yourself about where you are. Be judgmental of yourself about where you were. Okay, and I feel pretty confident in saying all of you are probably better players now than you were 2 months back. Okay. All right. Let's go on. That's level one. Let's go grab book two. Let's go grab a lot. You know what? Let's play 5'2" first. Get it out of the way, and then we will play Las Mañanitas as our exit song for today. So grab 5'2". Da, 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 da. F G H 5'2". All right. Okay. And again, this is super complicated on the tough line, but there's no reason why you can't play the melody. Okay, so find your way to play that today, and then know if you're probably playing it much better than you played it in the past. I'm going to play the tough you. We'll play it one time through. Go down to measure 8, come back to 1, and then play all the way to the bottom, skipping measure 8 the second time. Okay, from the top, I'll go kind of slow. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 2, 3, 4, rest. To the top. Second ending and go. Two, three, four. Two, three, four, rest. There you go. That's a tough one. Okay. And again, if that's going well for you, pat yourself on the back. That's really a tough. That's as full chord melody-ish as you can get. That's really, really a pretty fascinating piece. It really is takes all of your skill set, and not definitely not a level one song, right? Definitely book two, really book three-ish if there were a book three. Okay, and then let's wrap up with Las Mañanitas. This was our pretty piece of the week. E F G H I J K L I J K Las Mañanitas. Okay. Again, chords, melody, tough uke, pick your poison. I need to work on the A7 and the A7 to D7. Yeah, so Lynn's talking about this little deal at A7 to this D7 to this G7. Okay, I probably spent a month working on that. Okay, that's hard. Okay, and yeah, it's I probably spent a month easy just on that chord progression. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely hard. And honestly, even now when I'm playing that song, it's not uncommon for me to miss it. Nope, missed it. Yeah, so you miss it. Whatever. It's hard. All right, Las Mañanitas. One time through, best shot. We'll play it down to the bottom, measure 16, go back up to the top, come back through, play it down the second time, skip measure 16 the second time. Nice, soft, beautiful. Don't be in a rush. We'll make it beautiful. 1, 2. Second ending. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that a pretty song? Even if you're playing just straight melody, that's a beautiful song. If you can sing and you can knock out those chords, and you know Spanish, and it's a beautiful song. It's okay in English. And then, of course, the tough you really, really, for the most part, it falls into basically the stuff I teach you guys all the time. Hold the chord and then make minor modifications to the chord, and you end up with a pretty nice little tune. So, all right, that's a lot for a whole week. Hopefully, you're a little tired. Don't be frustrated with where you're at. Be proud of how far you come from where you were, and know that as we go into the future, we've got more exciting things. You guys some of you are checking in on the next hour class, the next level class. Any song is pretty hard, but leaving on it. Well, not leaving on a jet plane. What's the other one we're playing? There's one that's pretty easy. Sunshine on My Shoulders. Sunshine, which one was easier? I can't. Anyway, one of them's easier than the others, and so yeah, just keep showing up, and I promise, 6 months from now, 2 months from now, you're going to be a way better player, and 6 months from now, you're going to be ridiculous, and a year from now, you're going to be taking over my spot, right? And I will be sitting, I'll be doing something else. So yeah, keep showing up, and I promise it works. I promise. I promise. I promise. And so just be patient and loving on yourself. This is a great activity, and it's really a lifelong activity. And at some point, you just get it, right, and nothing's hard anymore after that. Everything's everything every day. There's something hard. I hope. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys. Be safe. Do good. Keep practicing. Keep showing up. Like and subscribe my videos, and I will see all of you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Pulling the plug. Thanks, guys.